Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is 23rd of July 2026 and today marks the 16th day of our series, and I am really excited for today. And the main thing which I wanted to talk about is another philosophical topic, which is the golden ratio, which we will cover further in the video. And the thing is, let me just talk time wise. Right now it is 9:45 p.m. In here, and I just usually record these videos after coming from gym, and honestly after all of the hard work during the day, studying and managing business, doing entrepreneurship tasks as well. At the end of the day, when I come here just before the recording of this video, I feel like a soldier, bro, like combating every single difficulty that is bestowed upon me, and I'm like successfully able to push through them and navigate my way through, which is also a really good thing. But it also shows a kind of tiredness on my face, and some like lethargicness at the end of the day when I'm recording this video, which might not be the ideal case scenario if I were to record these videos in the morning. And also I'm kind of planning to do a collaboration video with someone who outreached to me on to WhatsApp a few days ago. It might be kind of interview style of conversational video, which we will see. Like if it goes well, I will definitely post it on my channel, and that would be also a valuable insight for you guys, right? And now today mainly I wanted to talk about the golden mean or the golden ratio, right? So the thing is, I've learned this good aspect, a good topic from a great friend of mine and from his YouTube videos itself, and which is the truth never lies at the extremities. Truth always lies at the mean, at the middle, at the average, at the mean point of two extremities, right? For example, let's just take a common scenario where like people say the education system is all scam, it is of no use, you should do focus on real world skill, earn money, and live your life. Whereas other set of people always contemplate over the topic that hey, you should go to school, you should spend your entire life studying, okay, go to the college and go to school, keep on studying, become a doctor, become an engineer, and then your life would be settled. So these are two extremities, right? One person is majorly focusing on building real world skill, managing business, building an empire, whereas the other person is focused on studying, like educational academic gains, and progressing the way through, or maybe getting into the corporate job, right? Now the thing is, if a neutral person, if a person who is a novice, he has to just review over the situation, which aspect would is he likely to go over, right? This is my question to you. Think over it, right? This is my question. For example, if a newbie, if a very new person is introduced to this topic where he is given two terms, but these two terms are not given simultaneously, this is the point. This is another important condition, right? These two statements are not given simultaneously. First, I am telling that you should go for the business side, you should prefer side A, and then I am telling you should prefer side B. Which side is he likely to prefer, A or B? The answer is A, because the thing is, a consumer, a person, a newbie, or a person who has like zero knowledge about a field, zero knowledge about all of the jargons and all of the terms specified to a certain thing, he is completely new, he is empty of knowledge. And once he is introduced to a specific topic, he will grasp the first idea, the idea which is first presented to him. And if you look this at a deeper level, right, if you look at this as a whole, this is what is happening to the students, right? Because the thing is, students at the age of 12 to 16 to 18 don't have any much knowledge of the world. How does the economy work, how is the culture shifting, what is the real world scale, what is the traditional businesses. He doesn't know much about the world. And it is true, nobody can gain the true experience of the harsh reality or maybe the peaceful realities of this world. And once the student is bestowed upon this specific topic by their elders that you should prefer side A, or you should only prefer side B, the child's or the person, the student's mind is kind of overwhelmed or diverged by this entire topic, that he starts like assuming that it is the only goal, this is the only side, right? And once, like, suppose the a person's mind is completely indulged in the point, in the opinion of side A, that he should be onto this side, and he is having the opinion about it, right? And once this person who is having the opinion of the side A is introduced of that revolting topic with the other extremity, which is side B, he is completely perplexed, right? He is like really confused, and he is really not able to accept the other harsh reality which this side is offering, right? So this is the important point. So what is the main point of me, like what is the point which I am trying to convey, right? So the thing which I'm trying to convey is, a person, a student, a child always grasps and embraces the topic, the philosophy, the ideology which is presented to him first, right? And this is always true. Now the thing is, this is also a really harsh reality which a person learns on his own. For example, if a person is presented again with topic A, and if he finds, like, if he goes through his journey, some time passes, and he eventually comes to know about the side B as well, and he kind of starts to like it, it is very hard for him to shift his mindset from point A to point B, and on to the way, during the way, there are two parts whether he can take. Either he can take the middle route, he can first go to the middle point, which is known as the golden mean, and then go to point B, or he can just circumnavigate the entire path and go to the point B without actually leaving the reality, right? Without like touching the reality point, which is the good part, the golden ratio, golden mean, right? Now the thing is, if a person who is directly shifting from here to here by circumnavigating the entire path, he is kind of living in delusion, right? Again, because the thing is, the only wisdom, the entire wisdom is lying in the mean. Now how will you actually go to the mean point? The thing is, you cannot go to the mean point directly. There is absolutely no direct path ever to the golden mean, to the golden ratio, which is lying at the center, right? If you know the sum of like the average formula, which is really easy, you add all of the terms and then you divide by the number of terms, and then you find the mean, right? So the philosophy becomes that you need to have the both sides and combine them in order to find the mean. This is very important. You cannot find the mean by having the two terms of like different side and another two terms of the different side. It is not possible. You need to at least have one term of this side and one term of this side in order to calculate the mean or the golden ratio. So a person always needs to have the both the opinions bestowed onto him, and then he decides what is the golden ratio and golden mean for him or her. Now the thing is, the golden mean, the word mean is very fixed in it itself, right? It is referring to a perfect stable point, whereas the golden ratio is the variable which a person sets for himself, and for himself or herself, the golden ratio, like for example this is the line, the golden ratio might be this point or maybe this point, but the golden mean, the average, would always lie at the center. So it is just about you whether you want to stay on this side or whether onto the next side, right? Now let's just keep this video pretty small because my camera just keeps on messing.